moms, my name is Christine of Super Mamas, a platform that is passionate about empowering moms, and we are doing something to empower you in a specific topic, breastfeeding. I am joined by Ciru Ciera of Nurturing Moms. I know you guys love her and you've heard of her, and one of the things I know a lot of moms are struggling with are challenges they face when they are breastfeeding. Isn't that right, Ciru?
That's true.
Yeah?
That's true.
So our focus today will be on the challenges that moms face when they're breastfeeding and how they can overcome them.
Yep.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Now, before I go to this challenge, I just wanted to mention that challenges to you are there before they're already there. I don't know if that makes sense. The perception a mother has, she believes she already has a challenge.
Kama breastfeeding ni ngumu.
Yeah, or sina maziwa.
Yeah.
Her challenge, sina
or
maziwa.
have small boobs.
Yeah, but who told you? Who told you una maziwa? It's usually our perception.
Or my baby is too big. That's the other one, yeah?
Or my nipple is too big.
Or too small.
Or too small.
Just too small.
No. Or too big. It's not big for your baby, but she believes it's big. So already for her, it's a challenge.
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
It does.
The perception that we have in our mind. But one of the common challenges I'll mention is engorgement.
So starting challenge number one that a lot of moms face, which is true, is engorgement, right?
Yes. And what is that? You just feel full. You feel hard as an apple.
It is painful.
It's painful.
It's very painful.
And you can't think, you can't sleep. All you think about is this rock hard breast that you have, okay? It normally happens from about day 4 after birth, okay? Day 4 after birth, you start to feel, I'm feeling full, I'm feeling painful, I'm feeling heavy. These things are called cabbage leaves, and this is what will work for you. As simple as this. Once if it's been in the fridge, the better. You just take it out. If it's too big, you can cut it to be a little bit smaller, and you cup.
So we need to change the relationship we have with
the cabbage.
Can you imagine the things you can do because you think that you need to go to the hospital to have it sorted out?
I get so many of these calls.
Wow.
My breasts are full. What do I do? I've tried to express, there's nothing coming out.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable and painful. Okay.
So wear cabbage.
For how long?
For like 2 hours. Put them on. Put on your bra and just feel... you feel so cool. It calms you. But you don't want to wear them on for too long. I remember when I was trying to reduce my milk. Now that's a story for another day. I had to wear cabbage because I'd get engorged because my breasts are used to being eliminated. Like, you know, my baby used to breastfeed, and it's two now, and I'm like, imagine. No. So this helps.
So solution for engorgement number one. Did you say we need to put it? Say if you have a fridge, or you can just use your normal cabbage. You don't have to put it in the fridge.
You don't have to.
Okay.
But if it's been in the fridge, the better. Okay.
So that cooling effect.
Yes. But ideally, usually cabbages are cool. When you remove the leaf, it's cool. Another thing I do is either roll a rolling pin or take a fork and just scratch the inner part, okay? Right. It is said that there are certain enzymes in the cabbage that will reduce milk production. Right. So you also don't want to wear them for too long. 2 hours is good enough, and it will bring you relief. If tomorrow you're still feeling engorged, just wear the cabbage. For less time, I'd say maybe 30 minutes.
I have a question. I'm just thinking, if I'm having that engorgement, maybe one of the side effects, like I used to feel, you can get a headache.
Yeah.
You know, out of the engorgement and being so uncomfortable.
Yes.
Painkillers, is it an option?
Yes. Take paracetamol.
Okay.
It's an option.
Alongside the cabbage?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay? And it should be fine.
Okay.
By then, the breast should feel a little bit softer, and then you should be able to express. Okay. What you don't want is to leave yourself with full, hard, rock hard breasts, because you can get mastitis, which is an infection of your breasts because of having your breast being too full.
Too full, yeah.
You start to get fever, pain, and it's almost like flu-like symptoms.
I can imagine the head. You are just uncomfortable. I remember it very well.
You're sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Another issue is having cracked, sore, bleeding nipples. It's another challenge for moms, especially moms who are just learning, and you've allowed your baby. You didn't know that you're not supposed to allow them to nipple feed. So now they're cracked, they're sore, they are bleeding. What do? Usually I say you've got to correct the latch. The latch is everything. Once you correct it, then you should be good. However, if you are so uncomfortable, you're in tears. Did you watch that YouTube video of a mom who was screaming?
No.
And she has a support, I'll share it with you. She has a support person there. Maybe it's a relative telling her to do, but she's screaming with the baby.
Painful.
That's not breastfeeding. It shouldn't
be painful.
No. So this is a nipple shield. Okay. I'm not fond of them. I don't recommend them all the time because we also don't want your baby to get used to this plastic silicone effect. Otherwise, you'll always need to use this, okay, for your baby to latch. But it's a temporary thing. For like 3 days, you can use this.
While your nipples are sore?
Yes. So what you do, I've just folded it, and then you put it over your breast, over the nipple, and it will stick on. I find it easy actually when this is slightly wet, the shield. Okay. So baby will feed. You see it's inside. So the nipple is protected and they suck on that. And you feel a bit better because there's nothing rubbing on there, on your nipple directly. So that's the nipple shield.
Do you need to get, I'm sure they're different sizes. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, they're different sizes.
Yeah, because I'm feeling this one is a bit far from the nipple. So it needs to fit exactly.
No, it shouldn't. There should be some space.
Ah, right.
You get? There should be space so that it's not rubbing on the nipple. Okay. But there are different sizes. This one says 20 millimeters. There's actually even 24 millimeters. When you give birth and the nurse comes and she says, "Kila mtoto kwa matiti, put the baby on the breast."
Kila mtoto, lakini I get what you mean.
You get it?
Continue, Ciru, I'm joking.
And your nipples are flat. So she realizes, oh, there are no nipples. They're there, but they're hiding. She'll get a syringe like this one and then cut the part where we put the needle. Wow. Cut it off and it will look like this one. Okay? Right. And then she'll tell you, you put it on your breast and pull.
All the time when you need to breastfeed, you have to do that?
You do this before you breastfeed to bring the nipple out. Now, you see this, it will form even a circle. Can you see that circle? Yeah. And it forms friction burns. I'm like, gosh, I wish this mom knew before. Yeah. Okay? Because this is really painful. This is what will help. It's a nipple puller. And it does the same thing as a syringe, but it's a lot more comfortable.
Right. So my question is, Ciru, once you use the nipple puller or the syringe, then the baby latches all the time or whenever they need to, then you sort out that problem, or you need to do it as often as possible?
You probably just need to do this for a week or two before the feed to protrude. Okay. If you do not have any of these things I'm talking about, but you have a breast pump, okay, the breast pump you just put the breast, it will pull out. You do that maybe for 2 or 5 minutes to help it pull out, and then the baby can latch on. Okay. And then within 2 weeks, your nipple will be erect. It will come out. Okay. What I'd say is moms who have flat nipples or inverted where it's inside tend to have a slightly bit more pain than moms who have a normal breast looking like this. Because it's like there are lesions that are stuck inside. So when you're pulling the nipple out and it's been used to being in, it's slightly painful. Okay. Okay, but that doesn't
last. And it doesn't, just deem your experience breastfeeding. It's going to discourage you.
Exactly. It will come to an end. Now, the other problem is moms with inverted.
So the other one was what? Flat? Flat, right. Okay. So now it's inverted.
Now it's inverted.
Inverted is what?
This nipple is inside. It's inside. You can't see it. It's inside.
But where was flat?
Flat is just flat. If you touch it, flat, if you touch it like this, it becomes erect. If yours doesn't become erect, then you pull it with the nipple puller or the breast pump. Okay. Now, when it's inverted, you can still breastfeed. These moms believe I can't breastfeed if I have a inverted
nipple.
So what I tell them to do is you hold your breast like a sandwich. So it kind of forms the nipple for the baby. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Try and pull it out. Okay. There's some that are they come out when you touch it. There's some that don't. But use the sandwich hold. I show you how to do this, and the baby can be able to breastfeed.
And you know what's important? I think people need to find experts like you to take them through that journey, just in case, to prepare you mentally and with information that you have help. Yes. You don't have to feel that because I have, inverted or flat.
I'm not going to. Exactly. My sister didn't breastfeed. My mom didn't breastfeed.
Yes, why? Yeah.
It won't happen to me. The support, as you've said, is the most crucial part. That will determine your success or failure of breastfeeding if you are struggling.
Right. So back to just a rundown of what we've covered. Engorgement.
Engorgement.
And then we've talked about flat nipples. We've talked about inverted nipples. What else is there?
We've talked about cracked sore.
And cracked sore. Wow.
Which, if you're really, really in a lot of discomfort, then you can cover with the shield to help it work. Okay. Now, there are other challenges of supply.
Before you go to supply, is there a nipple cream that Is it something we need to have at home, you know, for sore nipples, or should we just let it go away by itself?
Okay, good question, Christine. What you do, you squeeze out some of your breast milk, you apply, let it air dry, then you can put like the lanolin nipple cream.
Right.
100% lanolin nipple cream.
Should be okay.
Should be okay. Okay. But before you apply it, always squeeze out some of your milk because it has antibacterial, antiparasitic, antifungal properties. It will help heal the soreness and then lubricate with the lanolin.
Okay. All right. Back to your point of supply, because I know a lot of moms will then say that the biggest challenge I have is what? I don't have
enough milk.
I don't have enough milk vis-a-vis the size of my baby.
Yes.
How is this going to feed this human? Then of course you freak out.
Yes.
How do we deal with that?
So if you feel you do not have enough milk, first find out why don't I think I have enough milk. So we've covered the video on how to boost your milk supply. So ensure that the latch is good. Ensure you're feeding your baby on demand. When they're demanding, put the baby on the breast. Put the baby on the breast, okay? Then you watch out for things like how many wet diapers is my baby having? If my baby is having at least 6 to 8 wet diapers a day,
that should tell you they're fine.
That should tell you they're fine. So from baby day 1, you get 1 diaper. A 2-day-old, 2 diapers. A 3-day-old, 3. By day 6, you get from there 6 to 8 wet diapers. So the amount of output should tell you that the baby is getting enough. The other thing is the scale will never lie to you, Christine, whether you're putting on weight or losing.
You should be able to tell with the baby how the baby is faring on.
Yes. So if you go to the clinic and they've put on weight, they put on about 20 to 30 grams a day. So if they're putting on weight, then you tick, we're doing well. Are they content after a feed? Are they sleeping at least an hour after a feed? Are they taking themselves off? You know, when they're full, they take themselves off. You try to put them back on the breast, they've had enough, they don't want any. And mom will feel a difference in her breasts. After a feed, you feel softer, you feel lighter.
And empty.
And that's, but the question is, how will I know I'm empty? As they ask, how will I know my breast is empty? First of all, it will never ever be completely empty, like dry, but you'll feel a lot softer compared to the other side. You feel, anyway, the baby has taken something. Okay? So all those things will tell you that your baby is getting enough. Their diapers, they're calm and content after a feed, they're putting on weight, you're feeling a difference after they're fed. Okay?
All right. For any mom who's watching and you're feeling like you have a challenge when it comes to breastfeeding, be it engorgement, inverted nipples, flat, whatever it is, you don't have to suffer in silence. There's so much resources out there. And Ciru, at this point, I would love you to share your platforms, your contacts, so that for anybody who's watching, probably a new mom or a veteran mom, they can then reach out and seek help and support.
Yes, you can find me on Nurturing Moms. Nurturing Moms is on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram, where I support you by providing content and educational material that will help empower you in your journey of pregnancy, breastfeeding, labor, and birth. So you get my contacts there, you can reach me. I do childbirth classes as well, where I teach to prepare you on your journey of motherhood.
Wonderful. And on anything motherhood, Ciru, you know you are the expert on matters, intimate matters, you know, just raising a baby, preparing for birth and all. And I hope we get to cover that one day. The full journey from pregnancy up to breastfeeding again, and, you know, just walking that journey with moms. And for Super Mamas, my passion is to have an all-rounded, empowered mom, that you can be awesome in motherhood and wherever you are in the world, be it in the workplace, in the boardroom, up there as a pilot. We know we got this as moms, and that is why Super Mamas is here for you, to empower you and to connect you with experts like
Ciru.
And thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to having you in our other videos, and you can always come back to Super Mamas, the YouTube channel, or head over to Nurturing Moms and you'll find the resources that you need.